Still on justice for Mohbad. Justice for Mohbad has gotten to a point where we have to pay attention. That is why it is important to be subscribed to this channel and also to turn on your notification bell so that you don't miss out on updates, hot updates that are dropping every minute, every hour. Because you never know when that update will drop. We've been on this justice for a long time and a lot of people got involved, but there is something that is clear and glaring that on that journey of justice, one person or group of people are the most important. In the case of Mohbad, Mohbad's father, mother, siblings, they are the important persons in this justice for Mohbad. We as persons, as individuals, we can, suggest, and as citizens, we can also demand if we realize that the government is not acting right. And in certain instances, citizens can also effect change this way by demanding, compelling, even from family members, as the case may be. I'm being specific about that of Mohbad because it could be in different forms. Well, citizens rose up and the government had to act. They had to exhume Mohbad's body. Well, as it is right now, the journey of justice for Mohbad has taken a dive, and the direction that it is going is something that I want you to pay attention to. So you'll be listening, and we will be together watching this, processing it together, analyzing it together. I want you to hear what you have never heard before. And I want you to drop your comment about this one. Not so long ago, a man called African TV CEO, this man injected himself into justice for Mohbad earlier. He said he's not in it for charity. He said he's a business person. He said his company manages things like this. Well, we have different platforms that are interested in justice for Mohbad. But there are certain things that has come to light. And these things, they are troubling. Very much troubling. I want you to hear this one and judge for yourselves. I want you to put it down in the comment section. Judge it for yourself. Like and share this video. Very important. Like and share it. That's the least that you can do for this platform. To those that are just coming across this platform, please tap on the subscribe button. Turn on the notification bell. Very important. To those that have tapped on the thanks button, the one with the love icon and the dollar sign in the middle of it, may God replenish your pockets. If you want to be a part of this, if you want to encourage us to do more, you can as well tap on the same button. Let us get right into it.
Me, I know him very well. I've seen Joseph Aloba. He's been here twice. They have dropped him. Even before he came here, I've analyzed him. I don't want to speak to him. Same way I said I want to speak to Prime Boy. There's no pride here. Okay? There are a lot of things ongoing with them. These are people that are not the way they are. They are exhibiting something else. What you are seeing, the way you are seeing them is not what they are. They are something else within them. Believe me. I can see those things. That's why I'm saying I don't want to associate with them. And you guys keep pushing, keep pushing. It is better you guys bring them to the public. If Mohbad is 100% clean, like you guys said, the man should not fear anything now. The man should be able to stand there. And no matter what we ask, the man should be able to answer. He was there, right? When Mohbad was embalmed, from that time up, at least, before Mohbad, after, he was not there when Mohbad died. But after Mohbad has died, he was there, right? So, every question we should be asking from that time on, you shouldn't worry. Come on now. But the reason why he's worried, why they are taking him away, it means they have got him a private lawyer. Moyiwa said it here. Don't Baba Mohbad deserve to have private lawyer? How can you have private lawyer when you don't have a case? How does Wunmi have private lawyer when Wunmi don't have a case? The whole family have lawyer and they don't have a case. It's a case of the government against who killed Mohbad, but the family want lawyer, private lawyer for themselves, and the lawyer will be defending them. Is our public lawyer defending Baba Mohbad or defending just for Mohbad? Anyway, I'm gonna leave open the floor here. Go on. Voila. Go on. These are the things that
Okay,
we
I
see
think
this
my network is
this
breaking.
way. Mm.
Okay. Yeah. Paparano, I think the reason that Baba Mohbad he said I think Muyiwa said he need to have a private lawyer. Maybe so that he will not come out to say what he's not supposed to say. You know, things that you are doing, when things maybe like a
Now,
court
if they say
issue
innocent,
now, you don't come out
Wunmi
to
did not
just
kill
say what
Mohbad.
is
Okay,
not
do you
right.
support means why are you guys questioning Wunmi for having lawyer? That why did Wunmi run to meet Falana if Wunmi was not innocent?
Because Wunmi was at home now. Wunmi
Okay,
knows
so
what happened to
Baba too
Mohbad,
was not there.
and Baba Mohbad was not there.
Baba was not as innocent, right? Why did he not need lawyer? If they are both innocent,
At
why did they
least
need
there is
lawyer?
sense there. And number two, yeah. And number two, you talk about suing everybody. I think that last time Baba Mohbad talk, he said then sue what is it called? Darosha. And he said they should charge them to court when Adura accepted that he was the one that embalmed his brother. He now say charge us to court. Up till now, I think the problem they are really having is the police or the government. They are the one holding this thing down. Because when they say charge us to court, whoever that
Man not be
embalm,
God, man not be God, man not be
whoever
God.
that embalm
Man not be God,
Mohbad,
man not be
why
God.
didn't
No,
charge the case to
man not
court?
be God. You know, yeah, we think anyhow. In the first place, it was not Baba Mohbad, okay, or their legal team that came up with the suggestion to sue
Okay.
Darusha, to petition Darusha. It was some concerned member of the public who wrote the petition and who forced them because they were not doing nothing. They didn't even want to do it. So they just one way or the other, Kasha, Kuma Jekpe Boya. They just got into it. Not because they wanted it. Now they got into it. How have they been following it up? And which strong lawyer is really there that is defending the case? And now, how are you sure that the three or the family didn't come up with this game just to neutralize the case, to show some actions and then neutralize the case? How are you sure that when they go to that police station, them and police, they didn't join hands together? It is what they say that you hear, right? A lot of things that is also happening
Yeah.
underground. That's what I'm saying, that since February that negotiation is ongoing and Berekete knows about what I'm talking about.
I think this thing is difficult. I don't know. Well, sometimes I just go offline because when you start thinking this one we talk, this one we talk, you don't even know the one to believe. Although I pray that God will grant this guy justice because that is my prayer every day. But this one we say different thing, this one we say different. The whole thing is confusing. So in fact, I don't know. Well, you are trying, but I just still want to tell you, please, if you can
And our
reduce.
fellow brothers who are also seeking just for mobile. These are things they don't understand. And all of us are not coming from the same, academical, background. Okay, and we're not coming from the same way of thinking, the same school of thought. Some of us here, we are more educated than others. Just because we are found doing justice or because we are hosts, doesn't mean we are all the same. All hosts are not the same. They're not the same. Okay? If you're listening to people just because they are hosts, you lost it, you miss it there. You're not just listening to them because they are hosts, it's because they are invested into the case. They invest their time into the case, they have the information, and then they can share it. They can help people to understand it. That's what we have been doing. And we have refused to allow ourselves to be used as an instrument, either by any member of the family, either by Wunmi, either by Baba Mohbad. If Baba Mohbad does something is right, we'll talk about it. As a matter of fact, you will hardly see me here agreeing anything with anti-justice. You will hardly. It is difficult for you to see me agree anything. If I bring anybody who's anti-justice here, when they start speaking, I know that they will bash Baba Mohbad. Once they bash him, I will come back to Wunmi. Then they will run away. They will run away.
Yeah, that is true.
Do you understand what I'm saying? And that's what other hosts don't understand. Why I bring them, I want to see whether I can change their mind. I can make the world see how they are thinking, whether this is the right way to think. But that doesn't mean I agree with them. I will never agree with them on anything Baba does wrong. Because Baba is still 100% better than those who were in that class when Mohbad died. Without them, if me and you will sit down here, we can talk about what Mohbad is doing, because I know you mean well, but you never see me and all those evil people talking about the man. Never. That means I hate the man. Because there is no good advice those guys will advise about the man. They will never tell anything good about the man. But you will see, because you mean well, I may be saying the wrong thing, you will correct me and I will look into it. I will see that yes, it makes sense. But tell me what anybody supporting anti-justice want to advise about. You pollute your mind. Okay?
But also correct with love, Papariano. Correct Baba Mohbad with love. You are harsh on him. Somehow, you are harsh.
Their heart, no, believe me. In their heart, in my heart, I'm not harsh to Baba Mohbad. Maybe sometimes I'm tired and I speak that way. But again, I feel the man is under hostage. I feel Gregson, I feel Muyua, they are wrong people to be around him. Because, for example, we tell African TV, she don't, she do or die. Ni. Why can't we tell the same thing to Muyua and Gregson? This is 10 months they've been there. Let others to try. I been so. Is it do or die?
Eh? It's not.
Where were them when Mohbad was alive?
It's not though.
But for them, they are kicking us. For them, is do or die. Grace was no matter what, only ever no matter what.
Yeah, many people don't understand.
And the Grace guy said something, and that boy said something. He said that even if Mohbad is wrong or right, whether a committed crime offense or whatever, a Mohbad's death, no matter what, that he will just support the man. Just imagine the kind of mindset what we are dealing with. Are we looking for justice, or we are following people who are just defending the man, who are having a gang? Anybody who does support the man, who don't defend the man, doesn't want justice. When does justice become Joseph Aloba's justice? It's Mohbad's justice. We can question anybody. Anybody. If you are right, you will answer the question. Questions will free you. But if you ask me, Wunmi, tell us what happened to Mohbad, Wunmi say, I owe the public no explanation. Then you will look at Mohbad now, and you know about what came Mohbad. You can't answer our question. Answer our question, you can't. So we will suspect you. If you ask about Mohbad, tell us how it happened, but you're supposed to tell us too. If you can't tell us, they will suspect him too. Just because his son died does not qualify him to own justice for Mohbad. Same way, Mama Mohbad is the mother of Mohbad that carried him for 9 months. She doesn't control just for Mohbad. Do you agree with me? Hello? Hello?
Yeah.
Does Mama control just for Mohbad? No, no.
That woman said her own is too much.
Just because she's the parent, just because they are the parents doesn't mean they control just for Mohbad. It is how good they mean, it's how well they mean that matters for just for Mohbad. So anybody who mean well want justice. It's not about the parent. Parent is not qualification to want justice. Somebody can be parent and still not want justice. For example, the mother.
Yeah. Yeah, the mother did not want justice. That is true.
They want to bury Mohbad. Even Wunmi too doesn't want justice.
Yeah. Both of them, they say they should bury him second time. If you know clearly that these people don't want justice.
Baba is compromised. I mean, his actions are showing compromisation. When I read his actions, things that he's doing, it's not clear. Berekete said that he's there for you. Why did you not go and work with Berekete alone? Don't you trust him? What is Muyua and Gregson doing when you have Berekete? Berekete alone is good for Mohbad. True of us.
It's true. It's true. But before Berekete, I think they have that lawyer.
Imagine Oriomi Hamzat was in this case. Is that at Gregson Muyua would have been controlling Oriomi Hamzat? No, now. Oriomi Hamzat would be dealing with only the father. What concerns him when you always in London? I mean in UK, in US. Kilocon. Okay? But should focus, he should work with everybody who wants just for his own son. And stop bringing family business. You have to go through my family. I'm crying on my shoulder, on the shoulder of Muyua. Is he a small boy? When I say it's not man enough, they will say I'm harsh. You are crying on the shoulder. And sukun on the shoulder. A full grown-up man. Is this the first time he's witnessing death in his life? He's crying on the shoulder of his brother. Not only crying. Crying. For a good 10 months, he's still crying. He's pained. A man that said he was pained. He said, God give it, God take it. Now let me put it in his shoe. Man will be God. Mohbad spirit directed Mohbad straight to upstairs. Mohbad spirit was so good, strong to direct this man to go and show the man. The man, for the man to go up straight is not himself.
Yeah.
The spirit of God.
That guy is strong.
He goes through and sign say, won't canton chef for me, everything won't canton chef for me. This guy, imagine you were the one that you went and you saw those blood. Wouldn't you ask all of them, take them up, kilo fire, or may you take picture? Wouldn't you do that? Is that too much to do?
That is true.
They are all small
But
children.
you know that man.
Listen. Just wait.
Okay.
They are 23 years old,
Okay.
22, 24, 25. They are all small. Everywhere. Just 1 minute.
And because of the people he found over there, I think that is the reason. Or I wish he has, let's say, a good phone. Maybe he could have record or video that place. You know, Mohbad actually exposed so many things, and now that guy is still fighting and still, you know, pushing the mind of people. If not, this thing could have swept under the carpet. But because that guy is very strong, I believe that all of them that they have hand on this dismiss of this guy, they are regretting now because they never see it coming like this.
Man not be God, man. See, Papa Mohbad go upstairs, see something. This one a picky where you value. More not they give a take excuse for this man.
No, this is not excuse. Imole, hold on. Imole, understand what I'm saying. You know that anything, something like shock. When you are shocked, there are so many things you will not even remember. Like something, maybe some people that they are in exam hall, you have tension. You will read very well, and you may not understand, you may not remember what you have read. This thing can be shock to him at that moment. I'm not saying that for him not to record it or not to ask question is right, but it may be shock at that moment.
Okay. The man, me, I will believe say that man get evidence one side because I don't believe say that man really see that blood when see picking when you value. Me, I will believe say that man.
You don't conclude on what you don't know.
For one
you
side.
Know? Like
okay,
now, you may not conclude like that.
Man, listen, if you don't have evidence, that kind of thing, so when that man come inside, I promise you, the way that man take come and take respond to Africa television, that man not be small picky, more to truth. That man not be small picky. That man supposed to hold them, carry them go up, be say with Paparano tell them talk just now. Say like me, what be all those one? And you say na picky one tell me say he dey fine, be. She be the call and say he dey fine, but that story where this man give us.
Do you know that? Let's say for instance, you meet yourself. Let's say for instance, you meet yourself in the I'm not saying you are not rich, you are rich. Let's say for instance now you meet yourself in the midst of people that you know that they are very more greater than you. There are so many things you may not want to speak out because tension will hold you.
And then the one paying the strength for me.
And this man is not educated up to that. Do you know that this Mohbad case give more wisdom to many people?
This is an excuse. This one is a big excuse. We don't have to. If this man dedicated person will be.
You can't say that because you are not. You are not.
No. That one not because you know.
See, let me tell you one thing. Let me tell you one thing.
You know, feel no right. Let me sincere to ourselves. We don't have to cover any space.
See,
all of them is a suspect.
Do you know that
as it stands now?
Do you know that?
Suspect.
Do you know that when this case happened? That is when I know that if you go to police station, if police did not attend to you, it's this Papariano platform that I knew that Baba Mohbad could have left that dead body in that police station. That was what Papariano said one time. Because I was like, why are the people now saying that Baba Mohbad say why after the police did not give report, what else will this man do? What do you think that he can do? Papariano now said that he should have, because it is his right for them to give him that police report, he should have wait and go and leave it and go and report that station to another station again. Do you know that before?
Yeah.
This case self has given understanding to many people about case. That was what Papariano said.
Yeah.
He said he could have reported that police station to another station.
Yeah,
It's not that he will just
even
carry the
Wunmi
dead
team,
body and leave
even
there.
Wunmi,
There are a lot of things
Wunmi
you
team.
self you don't know. It's this case that is educating more people about how case should go. So the man may not know.
Yes.
Now, there are certain things that can be deducted from all that you have heard. One, where is it coming from? What are the intent? What is actually the intent of whoever it is that is talking? Are they trying to fault? Are they trying to ridicule? Are they trying to destroy? Are they trying to muddle things up? Are they trying to make it appear as if they are doing right? But the intent, where it is coming from, the depth, where it is actually coming from, what is actually compelling them to do what they are doing, it's not because they want anything progressive. It's not because they want anything meaningful. It's not because they are interested in anything positive. They are not even looking for justice for Mohbad. They just want to make it appear as if they are into justice for Mohbad, whereas they are just angry that they have been cut out. They are angry that they are not being given the recognition. They are angry because they are not being recognized. They want to be seen. They want to be part of the movement. They are angry because they have been shut down. They are angry because their relevance is zero. Now, such a person is like what our politicians do. You see the opposition party, for example, PDP in Nigeria. Now, their members or those who do not have access to steal, they begin to talk and act and begin to point out the faults of the ruling party, APC. It's not as if they get there, or it's not as if they don't cross carpet. So, intent is very important. Then the other end of it is this. What about what should be done right? The mistakes of the past. Is there anything that has been learned from it? Is this person still making the same mistake, error? The truth of it is this. If the police really want to do the right thing, and if they are doing the right thing, we will not need Mohbad's father to now begin to engage in some kind of detective work. Even though in cases like this, it is okay for citizens to come up with evidence, and it's not left for the police, the detectives, any information, useful information. It's okay. I was not comfortable about something which I cannot say much about it, and that is what one of our guests here said, that it is something that is unimaginable. It is something that you already knew, you already had that thought inside of you that something is wrong before you got there. You suspected that Mohbad is no longer alive, but you are not too sure. On your way there, you are praying, oh God, let it not be. Oh my God, let it not be. Eventually, you got to that place. And when you arrived, you saw a lot of people. Okay, was there a fight? What happened? What did not happen? Eventually, when you got there, you went up straight to Mohbad's room. That room is where you said you and Mohbad often had your discussion with Mohbad. You went there hoping that he's there. You did not look under the staircase. Good for you, because Mohbad's body was kept under the staircase. Maybe Wunmi had got call from Mohbad's mother, and they quickly packaged the body of Mohbad under the staircase before you arrived. But you didn't stop downstairs. You went upstairs immediately. They didn't know you didn't know what time you were going to arrive. You got in there. you said you saw Wunmi maybe at the compound on the floor crying or outside or whatever. Now you got upstairs, straight where you said you and Mohbad often talk. You saw something. The magnitude of the thing you saw on Mohbad's bed. Now, Mohbad's father did not say, I do not have a good smartphone. I should have taken pictures or recorded it. That's one. Was Mohbad's father hoping to take this to the court or take this to the police? Well, he said, after all said and done, he didn't record nothing. He said, okay, everyone, let us all go together to the police station. He got there. He now said that he thought that the police will arrest everyone and then they will investigate and come to the house. That is what he thought. He didn't want to touch anything. He said, let's all go to the police station together with Mohbad's body. Now, this is the part of the police. They didn't do what they are supposed to do. They didn't do nothing reasonable. They only rejected Mohbad's father's request to get what he needed. And they didn't even take action. They said, why didn't you come to report to us first? I don't really get it. It's not hardening up. It's not hardening up at all. It's not hardening up. So, eventually, we are now hearing that Mohbad's father should have taken videos, pictures. Of course, he should have. But the response or the reaction of people to situation such as this is not always the same. You have to be in the shoes of this person to know. We've seen cases where people are in shock, maybe as a result of the loss of a loved one, and they begin to walk on the street without even looking where cars or any of these automobiles are. People are like, hey, what's wrong with you? We're like, hey, sorry. These people react differently. Their thoughts, they are lost in their thoughts. These things happen. But the guy is saying a lot of things. He's saying a lot of things. I do understand that part. He's saying a lot of things because he's not in that shoe. Saying, Mohbad's father, is it the first time you have lost someone? This is the first time he lost a loved one as a child. Maybe he lost his parent in the past, and the responsibility is not on him because probably he had elder ones. Talk is cheap. Anyone can open their mouth to talk until they are in that situation. Now, there are people who are in situations like this. They are already wired up to take the appropriate action. There are people like that. And there are people who know how to talk. When you hear them talk, you will think they are the well of knowledge and wisdom. But when it happens to them, all of a sudden, they lose track. They cannot even process their thought. There are people like that. Now, Mohbad's father, like I have observed, became wiser on justice for Mohbad. He became wiser. He started learning a lot of things. There are things that he knew before that he had to unlearn. There are things that he has now taken in. But how do we continue? How do we continue on this justice for Mohbad? That's the question that I think a lot of people are asking. So blaming Mohbad's father here, blaming Mohbad's father there, it's okay. But the thing is the same Mohbad's father is just in need. That is a celebrity mourner that is seeking for money, that is not interested to get justice for his son. If he's really interested in getting justice for his son, by now, he should have taken action by suing. He said, what's the use of the lawyers? You are not suing nobody. What is the job of the lawyer? The coroner inquest, is that what it is? You are not suing Adura. You are not suing Darusha. Sue them. You've petitioned. Next, take them to court. You're not doing anything. You're just asking people to give you money. You want to know what took this life of your son. This is what they are saying. That you want to know. How do you want to know? Now, this brings me back to what was said when Mohbad's father went on Arise Television, where Reuben Abati and the other guy, I think it's called Sani or Shane, Sani, he was asked questions. They grilled him and they said, okay, now, okay, we have heard all of this. They now took my son. They had took my son. What are the actions that you are taking? What do you want to do? Who are you suing? Who are you charging? What do you want to do about it? He said something about the DNA, which I believe that is one of the things that Mohbad's father is concerned about the DNA, getting justice for Mohbad. Well, his hands were tied before. Now he wants to get a private autopsy and toxicology done. And I don't know what will come out of it, the results, what will come out of it. I don't really know. If that is what he's waiting for, well, we will see. We'll keep our fingers crossed on it. If you are really in for justice for Mohbad, definitely you will know that it's not an easy task, particularly in Nigeria, when you know that there are forces against you that do not want you to get that justice. It will appear as if all your efforts cannot be seen. People are looking at Mohbad's father's lawyer like these people cannot do nothing. They are not working. It's because whatever they are doing is not effective. It is not effective. It's a slow process. At times, they will not even allocate a lawyer to you. They will not assign a lawyer to you. A judge, sorry. No judge, nothing to you. So it's serious. It's a serious issue. It's a serious issue. It's not an easy thing. In Nigeria, red tapes, bureaucratic process, if they want to stop you, if they want to, it will be as if you are not doing nothing. It will be as if you don't know what you're doing because the results will not be coming as it should. Yes, that's just the truth of it.